What a special one today, folks. Devin, Vulkan lives on our Discord. One of our Commander tier members has flown all the way up to the frozen north from South Carolina with his Salamanders with one goal. Prove who is the greenest git. He's gonna have to take down me and me Orkses. Who is the greenest? Is it Salamanders or Orks? This is 40k in 40 minutes, Commander tier battle. Greetings 40k fans, welcome to this very special episode of our show. We cannot do this thing called Play On without your support, and there are some in our community that go above and beyond, one of which is in studio today.
Hey, I'm Devin. I'm from the lovely state of South Carolina. I'm up here in Vancouver playing my Salamanders. Love Salamanders. It's the only thing I play. I brought all flamethrowers, and it's going to be a great time. I chose Commander tier because I felt like I wanted to give back a little bit. I mean, y'all gave me a chance back into a hobby that I loved when I was a kid, and I've loved it ever since. So if I can support the studio and make sure y'all make good stuff to get other people to know that Warhammer exists again, I'm good with that.
The WA has been running rampant at the Play On Studios, and I couldn't be happier to be the biggest WA boss in the world right now. I'm feeling all greenskin love.
Hey, I'm really excited to play JT. You know, he's a big guy, a lot of energy like me. He plays a green army. It's going to be a great time, and I want to prove that I'm more green than he is.
He's brought a really killer Salamanders left, beautifully painted by Pico Studios. Cannot wait to throw down on the table today. Devin is playing the Salamanders FIRESTORM detachment. He's got Adrax Agatone, a captain, a lieutenant, and Vulkan He'stan. He's got some assault intercessors with jump packs, a 6-man Bladeguard veteran squad, company heroes, an Eradicator Squad, a second Eradicator Squad, some Inceptors, a 10-man Infernus Squad, and an Infiltrator Squad, two Land Raider Redeemers, and 2 Scout Squads, both armed with missile launchers and snipers. 2 Land Raider Redeemers coming after my Orks? This feels kinda personal. Those Infernus Squads are also absolutely brutal. In the FIRESTORM detachment, they can dish out a ton of mortal wounds. I am definitely worried for my big stompy boys.
I've been playing since 5th grade with a gap in there. There's an asterisk. I played in 5th grade. I had a great teacher named Mr. Thorne. Shout out Mr. Thorne. He let us absolutely destroy his nice models. We were grubby little rats, and we would go every Wednesday after school and play. And then I kind of just forgot that the game existed. Maybe 4 years ago, I was on YouTube looking for something, and I saw Warhammer 40k. It turned out to be Play On. I was like, I didn't know this game existed anymore. And I immediately jumped back into it, and it's taken up all of my money and every weekend since.
I'm bringing a Dread Mob today, and I couldn't be happier. I've got a big mech in mega armor, a big mech with a Shokk Attack Gun, and a second big mech with Shokk Attack Gun, 2 mechs, Zodgrod Wortsnagga, 20 Gretchin with 2 run herds, that's gonna be Zodgrod's boys, 2 more squads of Gretchin, 3 Trukks, a Battlewagon, some Burna Boyz, a Deff Dread, some Flash Gits, Killicans, 2 squads of Ludas, and a squad of Mega Knobs. I've also got some Bubble Chukka mech guns and a big ol' stompy Morkanaut. Even though I got tons of T12 with the Morkanaut and the Battlewagon, the ability to push out devastating wounds is a thing. As a disclaimer, this game was recorded well in advance of the December 11th update. As such, point values and some of the rules might be slightly different from what is currently in Pariah Nexus match play. Please enjoy this game in a previous rule set, and remember, it's all about who's the greenest git. Today's mission is a Dawn of War setup, so we're going to be playing long table edges, and it is Scorched Earth. We're going to be able to burn objectives to score extra primary. How incredibly fitting. Our special mission rule is Inspired Leadership. If a Warlord's outside of the deployment zone, he's going to buff nearby units' leadership by 1. That could be super helpful for me, and would almost guarantee that Vulkan never fails Battle Shock.
If I can keep him off of me during the WA turn, I can just play my distance and cook him when he tries to come close. If he gets the charges off early, I'm gonna be in trouble trying to dig myself out.
It's gonna be Orks for Salamanders. Who's the greenest git?
I'm the greenest git.
I don't know, I'm pretty green.
Do you go faster if I light you on fire?
You're going orange, I'm going gray. This is
orange is
I
fire.
don't have anywhere near enough dice. Ooh!
I would like you to drop first, very much.
I've got a Trukk with Flash Gits and Ludas joined by a mech as a rocket in that Luda squad. Another Truck's got Ludas with the Shokk Attack Guns and Burnas. Shokk Attack Gun with the Press It Faster going with my mech guns. That's gonna give me 2 rolls on the Dread Mob table. 10 Gretchin to go inside a Trukk. Zodgrod joins his 20 Gretchin. They're going to get my super runts for the rest of the game. Battlewagon with all the jazz gets the Mega Knobs and Big Mech and Mega Armor. He's got Gitfinder goggles, so their guns are actually going to ignore cover. Not that they shoot well, but hey, I had the points. I've also got Gretchin inside the Morkanaut. Vulkan He'stan joins the company of heroes, the Redeemer with a captain and 10 Infernus Marines, and another Redeemer with Adrax Agatone, the Lieutenant, with Champion Humanity, and the Bladeguard, also 3 Eradicators, all inside that box. Plasma Inceptors and Deep Strike, as well as his Assault Intercessors. So, Shokk Attack Gun, which has ridiculous range. The funny part is, literally, these Gretchin are like the wounds.
Infiltrators. Nice and clean, hiding like coward. I mean, brave Space Marines on my home objective.
So Zodgrod Wortsnagga is on the list with 20 of my Gretchin. That's going to be a really annoying unit for Devin to fight.
I'm going to put my 3 Eradicators that are not in the Redeemer, and they are going to go on the first floor, but not really.
10 Gretchin with its Wrecking Ball inside the Trukk, standing next to my home objective. I'm just going to put a Gretchin next to old Brick Ironjaw here.
All right, Land Raider number 1 is going to go over here. Character stands on the roof.
Perfect.
That is the captain with the 10 Infernus Marines.
I'm going to drop Killicans.
I'm going to do my second Land Raider, Tax Favorite, the shiniest Land Raider in the world.
Oh, it's so good.
And it is going to go right there with Adrax on the roof. This is the one that has the entire Bladeguard block, Adrax Agatone running with some Bladeguard. He gives the entire unit reroll to wound and melee, strength 5 AP 2 damage. They'll shred something if they get into it. And 3 extra Eradicators in there just for fun.
I think Deffy, old Stompy, he's going to go right here.
All right, it's time for the man of the hour.
Oh boy.
Grilling Vulkan is going on the table with his company hero party crew on the first floor, but I can't fit the banner down there.
So flash kits, Ludas, and a regular mech inside.
My first crew of scout is going to infiltrate. So I'm going to tuck my scout squad right up there to hopefully turn off your scout.
Trukk, Ludas, Burna's, Shokk Attack Gun. He's going to go just over here.
We are going to string my second scout squad.
So I think I'm actually going to put this guy back here. But don't sleep on the Morkanaut because it's got all the guns and it is a Titanic. I've never played a Morkanaut yet. I'm really excited to see how it fares on the table. The Mega Knobs in the wagon.
Hyper aggressive. Heck yeah.
All right, so do you want to go first or second?
I would very much like to go second. I'd rather you come out and not have to rely on Overwatch to do damage.
Yeah, no, it's reasonable. Here we go, sir.
You're going first.
I'm going first. Okay. I can stage my Battlewagon in the midboard, which isn't bad. He's got a lot of choppy dudes in Land Raiders. I can't afford a wah on turn 1 because Devin has wisely stuck his stuff deep.
Hey, I'm going second. I'm pretty happy. I don't want to put my Land Raiders out to the midboard until I can at least get some value out of them.
Good luck, buddy.
This is going to be a fun one.
Here we go.
Good luck.
This episode is brought to you by Pico Brush. Pico Brush is your premier destination for high-quality miniature painting services. Their passionate artists are dedicated to providing exceptional craftsmanship and attention to detail, helping to bring your miniatures to life with exquisite skill. Just take a look at these beautifully painted models Devin is playing with today. The Bladeguard veterans, the company heroes, and the Infernus Marines are all done by Pico Brush. Personally, I believe those company heroes are some of the best I've ever seen. The work on the banner is absolutely amazing. Even our camera work can't do it justice. It truly has to be seen to be believed. Whether you are a collector, a tabletop gamer, or a hobbyist, Pico Brush can transform your miniatures into true works of art. But don't just take our word for it. Pico Brush has given us a code for our fans to use on their next order. For a limited time, go to picobrush.com or follow the link in the description below and use promo code PLAYON10 for 10% off your next commission. Now, back to the action. So I'm going first, so I'm scouting first.
You are.
Zodgrod and the Gretchin scout forward. This is Orks. This is Salamanders. They think they're green. I'm green, baby. Let's go!
I will do my 2. I get 2 Scout 6 roll with my scouts.
Scouts, back away. No kidding. That's a lot of angry little goblins.
Other scouts are not going to move. They're going to stay right there and die honorably.
I appreciate their willingness to do so. Devin is going to choose the center objective marker for Vulkan He'stan's ability, the barbecue pit. That's it, baby. Here comes the chef, the flame chef? I don't know what he is. He's the Burna Boy. It's the barbecue, baby. If Vulkan gets that objective, he's going to be nigh on unkillable. Start of the command phase. No walk called for me this round. I'm drawing Establish Locus and Sabotage.
So, we're gonna start moving the Battlewagon.
Battlewagon rolls up to the center objective, try to close the distance a little bit.
Hello, Scouts.
Zodgrod Squad advances. They're gonna take that side objective with a big 10-inch move.
This mech, and he's just gonna hop out and stay right beside this truck.
Trukk moves up forward behind the Battlewagon, popping out the mech. Second truck moves up behind that terrain. The mech and looters pop out there. Oops, forgot to put the looters on the board, but they're gonna be doing the sabotage action. Deff Dread advances up 8 inches, hiding behind the terrain. Mech guns move up, try to get a line on a Land Raider, maybe do some wounds here.
Tangrots hopping out of their truck.
Gretchin hop out of their truck onto my home objective and try to get me some command points.
I get a command point.
Trukk moves away and hides behind the terrain, really just trying to block out some deep strikes.
Big ol' Morkanaut. Here he comes.
Morkanaut stomps forward 11 inches.
Dun, 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 dun.
Killicans advancing and reshuffling. Don't really want to give the Eradicator shots. The mechs, both that hopped out, will tell the guys inside the truck to shoot better. Basically, they make the truck better, so it makes them better. They're so helpful. They're like better tech marines.
We go to shooting the mech that is in this terrain piece.
Yep.
He's gonna sabotage.
Sounds good.
So I am going to fire my Burnas and custom Mega Blasta into your Scouts. The Shokk Attack Gun and the Lutas are going to target the Land Raider in the corner.
Love it.
4d6 flamers.
Oh yeah. For 4s. Oh, mama.
Burners have killed a scout, custom Mega Blasta, and kills 2 more scouts. Lutas shoot the Land Raider and the custom Mega Blasta into the scouts. Mega Blasta does nothing. Lutas, no damage.
For 5 shots with the big shooters. I wound you with 1 into the Scouts, no AP.
4 up.
Scout takes 1 damage from the remaining guns.
Big Mech with Shokk Attack. It is a strength 9.
Shokk Attack Gun into the Redeemer. Re-rolling number of shots for command point. Bring the Land Raider down to 12 wounds left.
I have no firing deck in my Battlewagon, however, I have a lot of gun.
Battlewagon shoots next. Zap Gun into the Land Raider. Big shooters into the Scouts. And lavas into the Scouts on the far side. Scouts take no damage. Central Scouts down to 1 wound remaining. Well, it was something. Zap Gun zaps. Nothing.
Big Mech with Crescent Fasta. They're gonna shoot your Land Raider.
Bubble Chukkas, here we go. One of the guns. It's a 3 to 5. That is a dense bubble and a wobbly bubble. I'm blowing bubbles at my enemy. It is so fun.
The Bubble Chukka at strength 12 is gonna hit your Land Raider.
Sounds good.
The Bubble Chukka that is at strength 9, but D6 Blast is going to go into the Scouts.
Press it faster, extra AP on critical wounds. Well, that could help. Shokk Attack Gun also going to the Land Raider. Devin using Armour of Contempt on the Redeemer to try to save it.
Bubble Chukka
Yep.
into the Scouts. D6 plus 1 is
5s.
D3 shots into the Land Raider. Hitting you on 4s, rerolling 1s. Winning you on a 4. No, I don't.
Shokk Attack still strips 6 wounds off that shiny new Land Raider.
Well, it was an interesting shooting phase. Not as much as I'd hoped. It's always random with Orks. I did pull out a command point though, so that was clutch. I am going to charge that single wound scout with the Battlewagon of Doom.
Charge the clock. Battlewagon charges the scout with a single wound, and he's in. Crushed and crushed that scout in the midboard, really forcing Devin to come deal with my Battlewagon.
I lost the scouts in the middle. I expected them to die just in shooting. I guess it's good that he had to charge and bring the Battlewagon a little bit closer to the middle where I can easily drop Eradicators and hit it.
I gotta hope, though, that the Mega Knobs inside don't just get murked. I'm gonna discard Establish Locus at the end of the turn. I will not get a command point for that as the Gretchin farmed me one from that objective. Still sitting at 1 command point. Devin's out of command points. There's no score at the end of my turn. On to Devin turn 1.
Important thing, we both gained a CP. I'm up to 1, you're up to 2.
I am back to 2, yeah.
Yep.
Oath of Moment on the Battlewagon. Kinda thought that was gonna happen. He's pulled Storm Hostile and engaged at all fronts. Oh, this is not a bad thing. I really do want him to come closer.
Important things first. I'm going to advance these Eradicators.
Go, 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 Eradicator.
For 2. They can go a total of 7.
I'll have some cover and native armor contempt.
Bladeguard disembark, move up behind the wall. They're either gonna charge what's left of the Battlewagon or the Mega Knobs and get out.
5 forward.
The shiny Redeemer moves forward with a pivot and pops out some Eradicators.
I'm going to advance this Land Raider just to see what I get.
Second Redeemer advances 5 for a whopping 17-inch move, setting up near that far right objective.
Vulkan and the crew, they're just going to walk forward a little bit.
Vulkan moves up behind his Eradicators in the center.
Scouts are going to advance.
Away?
Yes, they're running away for 8.
Scouts, run away from Zodgrod and friends. You ain't getting away that easy.
Let's get to some shooting. The 3 Eradicators into the middle, into the big scary truck.
I don't have any defensive strats for the Battlewagon. It is literally a toughness 12, 16 wound monstrosity that is designed to suck up as much of his shooting this turn as I possibly can.
So I'm hoping I can pick up the Battlewagon with just the Eradicator melted. That would mean that he has no place to put those Mega Knobs without the Flamers being able to see him.
Yeah.
No, because you're a vehicle.
Oh, because I'm big and scary. But I'm also Oath.
Eradicators in the shitter shoot the Battlewagon. Oh, all the saves are made.
Regular melter rifles on 3s re-rolling.
Melter rifles down to 8 wounds remaining on the wagon.
Let's do the other set of Eradicators into the same target. Into Yine Wagon.
Next set of Eradicators into the Battlewagon and saves the multi-melta. Melter rifle does another 5 damage. 3 wounds left.
So we're gonna do this one. I'm gonna do the Flamers into the big scary thing. I'll put the Meltas into that truck right there, and I'll put the missile into that truck as well.
Absolutely.
Vulkan targeting the Battlewagon with his Forge Father ability. That's gonna give all the Flamestorm cannons reroll wound rolls.
2d6 plus 6 number of scary Flamer shots.
Ooh.
Oh, mama.
Oh, doggy.
Oh, there's just not enough saves to make. Battlewagon down and it explodes. Oh yeah, baby. This is what we're here for.
It did that.
Boom.
They're in 6.
I think
They're
everyone
in 6.
is.
My truck's in 6. And my mech is out, thank goodness. Oh.
The truck takes 5 mortal wounds. The Land Raider takes 5 mortal wounds. The Far Squad of Eradicators takes 6 mortal wounds. The Bladeguard take 4 mortal wounds. The disembarking Mega Knobs only take a single mortal wound.
I knew the Battlewagon wasn't long for this world, but what an exit it just made. That was a total of 20 mortal wounds.
I have never in my life seen one vehicle do 20 mortal wounds in a phase. That was, that kind of threw a wrench in the plan.
I did more blowing up the truck than I did in my own shooting phase.
Okay, well, I guess the rest of the Land Raider gets to shoot even though it just got punched in the face. Multi-Melta on 3s. Nope.
Truck gets hit by a 100 killer missile. 1 damage, that's all. Stormbolter deals another wound.
Let's get to the second Land Raider. Flamers are obviously not in range.
Second Land Raider Redeemer shoots everything it can into the wounded truck.
Missile. 2s. Hits. Wounds on 3s.
Oh no.
It dies and out come the units. No explosion, nobody takes any damage from the emergency disembark. That's a bit of luck.
Well, my orcs actually can fly because they never studied law. So they don't believe in the law of gravity.
Boo.
Company here is now shooting into the burners in the custom Mega Blaster Squad.
Looking for 3s. It's
Yep.
Master Crafted. It's damage 3. Okay.
Picking up the custom Mega Blaster.
That is the end of my shooting. I don't really have anything else that I care about shooting. Let's do some charging.
Bladeguard charged the Mega Knobs in with a 9.
They hit like a box of rocks, and the Mega Knobs don't have the feel no pain this turn. Hoping I can just pick them up, consolidate onto the middle objective, and make them come get me. Is the end of my charging. We're gonna do some fighting.
1 command point here on Crucible of Battle. Adrax Agatone's gonna start off the fight into the Mega Knobs.
The Bladeguard themselves, I'm gonna do reroll 1s to hit, not reroll 1s my invuln, because I think that squad is dead. Adrax first, rerolling 1s. All of them hit.
Adrax Agatone. I'm gonna fail 3.
3 dead guys. Lieutenant next.
Yep.
Into 1s. Adrax Agatone.
2b2s, 2 4 ups. Make 1, fail 1. Got a Mega Knob on a single wound.
All right. Now I gotta count out, what is that, 5 Bladeguard? 20
1,
dice.
2, 3, 4, 5 Bladeguard, yep.
Oh, wow. Only the Big Mech and Mega Armor left. That was some killing.
I'll be honest, I didn't see the Big Mech living. Apparently JT believes that he would roll 4s, and he rolled a lot of 4s on the save.
My sabotage goes off to give me 3 points. However, Devin has stormed hostile objective to put him to 4. It's 3-4 in Devin's favor as we head to turn 2.
I think JT's plan originally was to WA on 3 and just kind of overwhelm me once I'd already committed my big stuff. I think I've done enough damage where he's gonna have to do it this turn.
Okay, so start of my command phase.
Yep.
My truck goes up to 9 wounds. Battle shocks drop away.
Drawing secondaries, no prisoners in assassination for the Orks. 10 points on primary for holding 2 objectives.
I think it's time.
You think it's time?
I think it's time.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, people watching at home, the seniors, those with any hearing problems, make sure to turn down your microphones and remove your headsets. Are you ready?
Okay.
This is if you didn't hear me. If you're deaf now, this is a visual reminder.
There you go.
Got to stay put on the home objective. Zodgrod and friends coming after them scouts.
Don't need to go anywhere with these guys, so I'm going to just keep them tight where they are.
Trukk sliding towards the center. Flash gets staying inside. Probably going to get touched by the mech to make him shoot better.
Let's run the Deff Dread first.
Oh yeah.
Gonna go 10.
Deff Dread moves closer to the center.
So I can potentially get to your guys.
Ludas move up. Try to get a line with the mech to get some targets. Morganot advances, but it isn't big. Got a command point, re-roll it here. Not much better.
Right there.
All right.
Spending another command point on super fueled boiler. That's gonna let me advance and shoot and still charge. The big mechs have healed. The Flash gets Trukk and touch the Deff Dread to make him +1 to hit. Grot Oiler heals up the big mech in mega armor.
Killican's gonna go Zerg.
Killicans roll up.
Here come the Killicans.
Devin overwatches the Killicans with the Land Raider.
Button.
Yeah, baby.
Overwatch. Thanks, Owen. I'm gonna try the Meltas first, maybe get lucky with a 6. That's a 6. 1 AP 4.
Maybe 4 or 5 invuln. Good.
Now for the biggin. 2d6 plus 6.
This is
Kills one of them and brings one to a wound, and down goes another. One can left.
I need you to make the biggest flame effect you possibly can from this Land Raider to those cans.
All right, that's a note to the editor.
Thank you.
Flame effect.
The biggest one you got.
Gretchin, give me back a command point.
So I think first things first. Let's see if I can kill scouts and shooting.
Shooting phase now. Gretchin and Zodgrod firing at the scouts. Everything, only a wound.
I think I'm gonna start with Burnas to do some work here, because you've got Adrax Agatone on the objective.
I kind of left my Bladeguard out in space. They did their job, you know, they wiped the Meganobs. They were probably the only thing I had that could do it, but they're gonna die. And that's okay, that's their purpose. At the very least, they're clogging up the board and being annoying to deal with.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, D6. For AP.
Okay, dead guy and another one on 1.
Mech shoots his custom Mega Slugger into the Bladeguard and takes one down.
Hazardous is okay. The Shokk Attack can see the Bladeguard vet, and then I can see the Bladeguard with the other guy.
Mech guns shooting bubble chuckas, wobbly bubbles, everything into the Bladeguard. Extra AP again for the press the button. Not the best. Wow, I rolled doubles real good. One Bladeguard dies from the bubble chuckas. Shokk Attack Gun now.
On 5s with rerolls.
4 ups. Oh, baby.
Everything from the Flash Git Squad and a Trukk are gonna go into the Bladeguard vets.
Flash gets from the Trukk, and the Trukk shoots everything into the Bladeguard vets. That picks up the Bladeguard veterans, only the characters left.
So we are going to split fire to victory again. That Land Raider has to die.
It's the Morganot's turn. One command point for bigger shells for bigger gets. Twin big shooters go to the Lieutenant. Command point from Devin to Armor of Contempt the Land Raider, as all the rest of the guns are going into it.
What is my bonus for pressing the button? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is into the Lieutenant on 4s till T4, right?
Shoot a strip of wound off the Lieutenant. Land Raider, custom Mega Zappa. Wound gets through. Land Raider alive with a wound.
And the custom Mega Blasta.
Custom Mega Blasta. Redeemer lives. Hazardous. All good. Whew, that was a lot.
Ludus.
Okay.
One guy into the Eradicator.
Ludus pressing the button, they get sustained hits. 1 into the Lone Eradicator, 3 into the Lieutenant, and the Rocket into the Land Raider. Lieutenant is down, but that's it.
I have 1 squad of Ludus left.
Yep.
Next set of Ludas. Shokk Attack Gun into the Eradicators.
What do I get for pressing the button? I get sustain.
1 Eradicator dead. Custom Mega Blasta. Redeemer makes its saves. Luda's bouncing off the Redeemer, and the shiny Redeemer is still alive.
I believe I finished my shooting phase, sir.
Yes.
Charge phase now, here we go. Killicans, charge the Eradicators with a 5.
Stomp, 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 stomp.
Big Mech and Mega Armor going for the Land Raider. He's in. That's an awkward charge, but he's in.
I'm gonna charge my Trukk into Adrax Agatone. Wow! There we go.
Oh, yes, you are.
So I will take my pivot,
Deff Dread also reaches Adrax Agatone.
and then I'm gonna try to send the Morganot.
Morganot also makes it in.
Zodgrod!
Zodgrod and friends have surrounded those poor scouts. They're not long for this world. Oh, the ignominy of getting surrounded and killed by Gretchin.
I'm gonna start with the Big Mech in Mega Armor. He's gonna push it.
We're pushing it.
Extra armor penetration on critical wounds.
3s.
Damn.
Oh, Land Raider finally goes down. No explosion though. Insert sad Nick noises.
That took way more than it should have. So then I'm gonna pile back into Adrax Agatone.
Yep.
My Morkanaut is gonna smash.
Morkanaut smashes Adrax with a strike. 6 damage flat. That'll do. As they say, that'll do, pig. That'll do. Oh boy, I squished him good.
Deff Dread doesn't have a target anymore. Trukk doesn't have a target anymore, but I've really crowded that middle objective again. Gretchin.
No.
Zodgrod and friends, into the scouts. 1 scout left.
That's hilarious.
He ain't going nowhere. Come here, boys.
Killicans push the button, lethal hits, not enough to take down the Eradicator. Eradicator fights back, takes a wound off the can.
Good job, Eradicator.
Good job,
did it.
Eradicator.
Scout fights into the Grots and fails. Why do I just picture him swinging a Gretchin around by his feet?
Well, I jammed up the middle on you.
No kidding.
You have a crap ton of stuff to come in still.
That is true.
Big turn for yours truly. 10 points on secondary, 5 on no prisoners, 5 on assassination, only 1 command point left, but Devin is out of command points. It's 23-4 my favor. Oh boy, here we go. Oath a moment on the Deff Dread. Recover assets and extend battle lines, both eminently doable. Eradicator next to the Killican has failed his battle shock. The Scout and Eradicator near Vulkan have passed with flying colors thanks inspired leadership. 5 points primary, it's 23-9.
Let's get some moving, I do believe.
Land Raider moves up in range of the Morkanaut and the pile of Orks in the middle. Command point to Overwatch here with the Shokk Attack Gun. Pressing the button for the extra AP on critical wounds. Custom Mega Blaster first. Devin makes the save. Oh, no damage. That hurts. Battleshock Eradicator staying put in combat with the Killican. Vulkan He'stan has moved onto the center of the objective and he's ready to grill some mushroom boys. It's time to grill the fungus.
Infiltrator's just gonna do the Infiltrator shuffle.
Yep.
Time to disembark some stuff and do some deep strikes and shenanigans.
Infernus Marines disembark. Looks like they're also ready to melt some orcs. Here come the Inceptors. Gonna target that Killican.
So let's go to the shooting. I need to take out the Killican. He is a vehicle, which is very useful. So I have some very fancy Plasceptors that can slam right in front of him and take him out, no problem. Hopefully it works.
Killican gets shot down by the deep striking plasma Inceptors. Well, you did some stuff, Killicans. You did some stuff.
I'm gonna do the lone Eradicator over here. I'm thinking of going into the Trukk. 2 multi-melta, whatever they are, on 4s rerolling, because you're a Trukk. Oh, good thing too. Try again. Oh my lord.
Vulkan, Forge Father ability again, this time the Morkanaut. Spending his command point and rights of battle on the Infernus Marines, they're gonna get devastating wounds on their flamers.
Vulkan He'stan says, I am the Forge Father, you will be burninated. He's rolling potentially 60 shots here. This could be crazy.
Yeah.
Number of shots. Oh mama. We're looking for 6s, re-rolling everything. In the box, please. Oh, mama!
Oh, Chihuahua! That's 13. He just... So the Morkanaut is friggin' melted down to 7 wounds, dude!
I didn't expect it to work that well, but I will absolutely take it. I love Infernus Marines. I'm gonna do Vulkan's Flamer into...
Vulkan next, heavy bolter into the Morkanaut. Small arms into the Big Mac. Vulkan first. Oh, takes him down. Heavy bolter now into the Morkanaut. 3 damage to the Morkanaut. It's got 4 wounds left.
I'm gonna put the Eradicator into your Trukk right here. Re-rolling. 3s re-rolling. 3s re-rolling. Okay, that's better.
5s. Nope.
I'll take 11. The Eradicator out in Kansas took a shot at the Trukk with the little multi-melta and happened to do it. I didn't expect much.
I gotta move my Trukk nuts. Do I explode?
Did you blow up? No way, bro!
The Burners are going to take a mortal wound. The Infernus Marines are going to take 2 mortal wounds. The Redeemer takes 2. The Morkanaut takes 2. The Deff Dread takes 2. And Vulkan Squad takes 2 mortal wounds.
Kaboom.
Boom.
I'm going to take 3 mortals from the disembarking units. What the heck is going on with mortal wounds?
All I have left to shoot is the big scary Land Raider.
Redeemer shooting next, small arms and missile and single flamer to the Morkanaut. The other Flamestorm cannon into the flash kits.
Okay, let's do the 1 Flamer into the big guy.
Oh, the Flamestorm cannon has taken out the Morkanaut, but here come the Grots. No explosion. 4 Gretchin do die on the way out, though. That's 39 mortals. Flamestorm into the flash kit only manages to kill 1, though. Charge o'clock. Here we go. Vulkan charging the Deff Dread with a mighty 11.
Wrap him up real nice and tasty. Vulkan's going around. I don't want him running away from me ever again. I got a big problem. I got 3 units of very shooty orcs right in front of my Land Raider, and I need them to not do that. So I'm gonna see if I can throw away my Infernus Marines just to tie them up for a turn.
A triple charge from the Infernus Marine and the Captain. The Ludas, the Flashgits, and the Burnas, and they're all gonna get stuck in now.
I'm gonna heroically intervene with my mech.
Heroic intervention, a 6. That's gonna get the mech into combat. He's got a kill saw, and I'm still on the wall.
I am gonna pop at the start of the fight phase, the big captain's big bonk, finest hour to smash those knobs good.
All right, Captain's finest hour, here we go.
Finest hour from the Captain into the Flashgits, and the rest of the Infernus Squad is gonna spread the attacks around. Oh no, Captain completely whiffs. Finest hour, more like finest flower. He was hitting me with dandelions.
2 Infernus Marines still in a Flashgit.
Yep, 3s.
An Infernus Marine deals 1 damage to a Flashgit. The mech takes 2 wounds from Infernus Marines. That's it.
Vulkan and the crew.
Vulkan and the company heroes now fighting into the Deff Dread. 4 wounds left on the Deff Dread. Cannot finish him off.
So is my collapse back?
Yep.
Well, let's go with Big Stompy.
Gotta push the button on the Deff Dread. I get lethal hits. 2 company heroes down.
And now we see whether the Infernus Marines die miserably.
Flashgits fighting your Infernus Marines.
Let's do it.
Flashgits fighting Infernus Marines now. They kill 1 and bring another to a wound left.
Let's do the Burnas next.
Burna Boyz finish off that wounded Marine, and down goes another Infernus Marine.
Ludas are going to be 3 attacks each.
Ludas next. Push the button. Extra AP on critical wounds. Killing another Marine.
And then the Big Mech with Shokk Attack Gun.
Big mech with Shokk Attack Gun. His turn. Another wound to another Marine. 5 Infernus Marines are left with a Captain, and one of those Infernus is down to 1 wound left.
The lone scout died to the oops, all Grats. Like, it's, yeah, okay, surprising. Cool, Grats got a kill, and my scout, I feel bad for the guy. That's an embarrassing death.
Big turn for Devin there. He's gone up to 9 secondary points, 5 on primary. He's discarding recover assets. I got no command points. Devin's got 1, but it's 23-14 in my favor.
Our conversations have been amicable, jovial, and fun. Our play on the tabletop is absolutely vicious. I predict more carnage, I predict more blood, I predict more dead fungus, burned fungus. It smells like roasted mushrooms in the studio. It's actually quite wonderful.
Top of 3, I feel okay. I think JT is probably reeling a little bit from getting hit that hard.
I promised a malfunction at the junction in the beginning, and we've absolutely got it.
On to turn 3 now. Cleanse and Containment. I'm gonna spend one of my command points here to get rid of Cleanse. Deff Dread fails Battle Shock. 5 points on primary for holding my home objective. New secondary, Defend Stronghold.
Throw a couple on the objective.
Yep.
And stretch them out. So I'm going to move this mech gun.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna move this mech gun.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna move the big mech.
Oh yeah.
I am just gonna reorganize these a little bit back here, just to make sure that I'm wholly behind, so nothing's gonna get to him.
Trukk advances and moves 11 inches with a pivot. Gotta try to set up that containment next turn.
I'm going to move my Gretchin.
Okay.
Gretchin close towards Vulkan Squad. Another command point from the Gretchin. I'm up to 1.
I'm gonna bigger shells are big against with my bubble checker mech guns.
Okay.
Devin's gonna smoke and Armor of Contempt with both of his remaining command points. Oops. Bit of a note here. This is an error on our part, and we let it slip. That's our bad. All reactive stratagems that are after are now just after, and as such, using one stratagem interrupts the normal sequence. The second just after is no longer able to be used, as the trigger can no longer be satisfied. It's a subtle change that many may have not noticed, including us today, and for that, we apologize.
What kind of bubble checkers do I get? Everything is gonna go into that.
Pushing that button gets me an extra AP2 on critical wounds.
So far I keep rolling extra AP, which is great, but going into a unit that is effectively AP 0, it's not really helping me at all. The strength 9 bubble checker is D6 shots. Sure it's 6. It's a force.
It's cover. Good.
The strength 12 attack. The Shokk Attack Gun.
And brings the Redeemer down to 4. Gretchin with Zodgrod begin to burn the objective marker.
He's burning an objective with like the Grots that are out in Kentucky. I don't really care. You can have the 5 points. Those Grots are out of the game for now. You already wad. There's no more 12-inch move. I'm just going to ignore him, and now he has to come compete with me in the middle on primary. He can't just leave the Grots over there.
Do I risk for the biscuit? Charging in to that squad with my Ludas.
Ludas and the mech charge into Vulkan Squad, and the Eradicators, they're in.
In my fight phase, I have no command points as I bigger shelled already.
Fight phase now, pushing the button, extra AP again. Ludas and mech splitting up between the company heroes and Eradicator.
Looking for a 5.
1 damage to the company hero so far.
Into the Eradicator.
Eradicator down to 1 wound left. The mech finishes him off.
First ongoing fight, sir, your choice.
I'm gonna go with the company heroes first. I'm gonna do Vulkan to the big guy. I'm gonna do the sword dude into the Ludas.
Company heroes fight next, splitting attacks. Into the Deff Dread. Dread's okay. Into the Ludas, and 3 Ludas die. That's it for the company vets. Rites of battle from the captain. Armor of contempt on the Infernus Marines.
4 into the Land Raider. Nothing. 8 into the Infernus Marines. 3s. Oh, not good enough. Oh, dude!
Found 1 Infernus Marine that was wounded. Well, I gotta split my attacks.
You have
so
to.
Captain and 2 into the Burnas, and then the other 2 into the Ludas.
The captain of the Infernus fight now, splitting attacks. Captain kills 3 Burnas. Infernus kill another Burna. The Infernus kill 2 more Ludas. Redeemer into the flash gets and damages 1 of them.
The Shokk Attack Gun mech and the 2 Ludas.
Yep.
Ludas and mech push the button, sustain hits. Here we go. Oh, only 1 dead Infernus Marine.
The mighty Deff Dread. 6 attacks hitting you on 3s.
Deff Dread's turn. Extra AP.
5 up. First guy lives. 5 up. He still lives. Oh my god!
That gets wowie wow wow.
You kill 1 guy.
Yep.
Damn!
I'm gonna hold on to containment at the end of turn. Defense stronghold is ongoing. Neither one of us have command points. It's 28-14 my favor. Currently burning that top left objective with Zodgrod and the Gretchin.
You're gonna go to a command point.
I am at 1.
Secondaries now, and Devon pulls behind enemy lines and no prisoners.
And no prisoners all day. Love flaming orcs. There's a million characters and units in front of me. We're cooking them all.
You have a bunch of battle shocks to take from me, though.
I do. Okay.
Land Raider and Eradicator have both failed Battle Shock. Everyone else is okay.
So I'm gonna put Oath of Moment on the Ludas so these guys can run up and just blast them to bits.
Sure. Does score 10 points on primary. That takes him up to 24.
This Eradicator is going to advance for 3. I just want to get him a sight line on that thing.
Yerp.
Okay. They're just going to come up to that wall. I'm going to fall back just a little bit.
Infernus Marines falling back into my deployment zone, attempting behind enemy lines. Overwatching with the Ludas, press the button, sustained into the Infernus, kills 1 Infernus Marine, and hazardous roll is passed. Assault Intercessors drop down. They're probably going to score behind enemy lines.
Let's do some shooting. Eradicator's going to the big scary guy. 5's re-rolling.
Eradicator firing the Deff Dread. Save is made.
Let's do the Inceptors. I'm just going to dump them at the Ludas.
Inceptors into the Ludas. Ludas go down. Big mech on 3 wounds.
Vulkan is going to point at the big scary guy right in front of him. Re-roll to wound.
Redeemer fires a flamesword cannon into the Deff Dread. That is Vulkan's Forge Father target. Does enough to bring the Deff Dread down, but it does not explode. Flamesword cannon into the flash kits. They go down too. The Twin Assault Cannon goes to the Big Mac with Shokk Attack Gun and chews him to pieces.
That's what I call a salamander shooting phase. Everything got burned off the face of the planet, not even close, smoldering ashes. I think JT might have been a little afraid of it. Let's do some charges.
Inceptor's charging the Trukk, position for containment. This is a killer move. This is gonna stop me from scoring 3 points on containment next turn. Very, very smart play.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. We have 9 melee attacks.
Inceptors do no damage to the Trukk, but that's not what they're there for.
Punch me back wherever you like.
Pop on track. Oh, over here.
Ludas press the button, lethal hits into Vulkan Squad. Only Vulkan He'stan remaining.
Splat. All right, now Vulkan gets to swing.
Vulkan's turn, kills 2 Ludas and the mech. Wow.
3 attacks with the Trukk on force. Wrecking Ball. I come in. Oh, yeah, baby. It's strength dumb. Yep. No AP, but D6
3 up.
damage.
No.
Oh!
He's alive on 1.
That's so funny. So at the end of your turn,
Yes.
I'm going to burn this objective.
Yes, you are.
5 more points for me for burning that objective takes me to 20 on primary. 3 points on my defense stronghold takes me to 16, but big turn for Devon. 9 secondary points, 4 for behind enemy lines, and 5 on no prisoners. He sits at 33 to my 36. This one is close, folks. I'm gonna have to be happy with the amount of victory points that I can pull out here, because I don't think I'm gonna have anything left on the 5th turn.
I think it's going to come down to a couple of points here, and I need to probably start burning an objective again.
Turn 4, I've pulled behind enemy lines, still have containment in my hand. 10 points on primary as I hold 2 objectives, takes me up to 46.
All right, so I'm going to start my movement. I'm going to advance my mech in the mid-board.
Okay.
He's going to go 5 inches. I'm going to move my mech over to make my mech guns hit better and hopefully bait out an overwatch. He can't overwatch me with a Land Raider, so I'm hoping that I can cost him some command points.
I'm going to overwatch for free with the captain.
Captain overwatching Rites of Battle here to kill off my moving mech. That's okay. Gretchin move towards Devin's board edge, reducing the number of shots that he's got.
Around to this side.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to start the burn action, the scorch action in the middle of the board.
Sure.
Zodgrod and friends moving to contain.
Just shove him that way.
Zodgrod and friends contain on the far edge. Another command point from my Gretchin. That's going to take me up to 2.
Gretchin into Infernus Marines.
Okay.
Bolt a pistol? Nope. Gretchin here.
Gretchin into the Infernus Marines, making all the saves.
Shokk Attack Gun.
Bubble chuckas, big bubbles and dense bubbles.
Spending a command point on bigger shells for bigger gets.
Okay.
One bubble chukka is going to go into Land Raider with the Shokk Attack Gun, and the other bubble chukka is going to go into the Infernus Marines.
I'm a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. You know, the likelihood of him getting 1 through is pretty high, and the likelihood of me saving 1 is not. I guess we'll see, I don't know. That would be really nice to have it alive.
Devin spends command point armor contempt on the Infernus Marines. Sustained hits, and 1 Infernus Marine goes down. Bubble chuck into the Redeemer, takes it to a single wound.
Big mech with Shokk Attack Gun.
Oh no, don't do it to me.
Shokk Attack Gun.
Again on 4s.
Bang! Let's
He
go!
lives! He lives!
Vulkan lives, son! I spiked a 6. I don't remember the last time I spiked a 6. That's pretty nice.
Charges. I have none.
No reason to charge. Everybody's doing actions, and I'm just trying to score points. That is a pretty quick turn for me. 3 points on contain, 3 on behind enemy lines, 1 command point left. That's 52 to 33 as we head to Devin's turn 4.
Okay, up to 2. I really need points. This is gonna come down to a very tight game. None of us have a lot of resources left.
Devin's will establish locus and defend stronghold. There's probably no way I'm getting to that stronghold. Land Raider and Infernus Marines are both battle shock, but there's a command point on insane bravery for that lone Eradicator. I think I know what he's got planned for him.
Oath of Moment is going to be the mech guns all day.
Okie doke.
It's 43 to 52 in my favor.
Movements, Eradicator is gonna just hide a little bit and start burning that objective because there's nothing you can do to me. Vulkan man himself is just gonna do the truffle shuffle.
Okay.
Right there.
Vulkan moves up into my Gretchin. I think this is where I go for conniving runs.
1 command point on conniving runs. No mortal wounds. Dang it, but I'm going to run off the objective into his deployment zone.
All right, no mortals, but I move. The Gretchin are out of the way. He's going to be able to control that center objective, but I still got mech guns that can target Vulkan.
I'm gonna advance the Land Raider for 3.
All right, you're baiting me out.
Overwatching, pressing the button, sustained and lethals with the mech guns and Shokk Attack Gun, and finally it goes down.
Oh, baby, there it is. I spike it. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it. He's failed to save. I got it. I got it. Oh.
Vulkan is gonna point at the Grats right in front of him for rerolls to wound.
Oh, they're still gonna die.
Vulkan's starting to roast some Gretchin. 1 wound left on the run herd. This was a calculated decision, and I'm bad at math. The Gretchin are dead.
4 infiltrators that can see.
Infiltrators fire to the run herd. They pick him up. Command point on Crucible of Battle here. The Inceptors fire away into the Trukk, supercharging. They only do 3 damage, but they pass their hazardous tests.
We're just gonna dump the Grats. D6, 2s.
Infernus Marine kills only 3 Grots, and the Captain kills 1 more.
Captain and the boy are charging your annoying little Grats.
Charge face down, Captain and Infernus Marine into the Gretchin. Captain fighting first, the Gretchin kills 4.
Gretchin punching.
Gretchin fighting to the Captain and Infernus Marine. That's funny.
The runt herd, 3 attack, strength 3 on at strength 5. 3s.
2 wounds, no AP. Fail both. That's a dead Infernus.
Dead
turn.
Infernus Marine.
Yep.
Good turn for Devin. Established Locust for 4. It goes to 22 on secondary. He's got Defend Stronghold ongoing. It is 52-47. I've pulled Overwhelming Force and Area Denial. Not the best. Spending a command point on Insane Bravery to make sure that Gretchin get me that 5 primary points takes me up to 35.
I'm going to back out of combat. and just sit right there. I'm gonna back him up. He can go back, actually, he can back up 6.
Gretchin, give me another command point. I'm back up to 1.
So I'm gonna spend 1 command point on the grenade stratagem from my Shokk Attack Gun. Throwing grenade into your captain. 1, 2, 3, 4 mortal wound.
He is dead. I've never seen a grenade actually work as intended. That was rough. Now the mech guns are free to shoot Vulkan.
Mech gun shooting into Vulkan. Shokk Attack Gun, no targets. Bubble Chuck has different profiles again. Command point from Devin, Armor Contempt on Vulkan. Pushing it for lethal hits and an extra 2 points of AP. Vulkan fails to save.
D6 plus 3.
Let's see it.
7. Math says he lives through this, and that's gonna lose me a point, but more importantly, it's gonna leave him on the objective.
4. He takes 5. He is dead.
Oh, dude!
That's just an embarrassment on the entire chapter. I'm sorry, guys. I tried. Vulkan, in fact, does not live through the Dread Mob.
He died to bubbles.
He did die to bubbles.
Air Denial is a dead drop. No way I'm getting to that mid-board. However, I do score Overwhelming Force. That's going to take me up to 27 secondary. 35 primary is 62 points. Devin has scored Defense Stronghold, gives him 3 points to be 25 secondary, and he's got 30 primary thanks to burning an objective. It's 62 to 55 as we head to Devin's turn. It literally comes down to what he can draw.
We'll see what the secondaries say. Area, okay. Contain.
You pulled the perfect secondary. It doesn't matter for Battle Shock. It doesn't matter for him to run to the objective.
Yep.
Because you hold your home for 5. These guys are within an edge to get you 3 points for contain. This doesn't matter anymore. That's it, bro. 5, 3, 8. You win by a point. My brother, that was fantastic.
Woo! My goodness. 62 to 63 with paint. 73-72 for the greenest git. Your winner, folks, Devin. What an absolute knockdown, drag out, barn burner of a match. A single point in it, 1 draw at the end of the game. Oh, what a great play.
I've never had more fun having my entire army picked up in my entire life. That game was so much fun.
These guys work incredibly hard. I mean, I cannot believe he's gonna do this 5 days a week. I could not do this 2 days a week. It feels like 3 GTs back to back.
Devin, you're a fantastic opponent. I would love that you came all the way here. I love that you're a commander tier. I really hope we get a chance to play in another game. But it doesn't matter if you're doing it 3 days a week, because my friend, the coveted play on Victor Dice.
And most importantly, I am the greenest git.
Thank you again to this episode's sponsor, Pico Brush. Make sure to use code PLAYON10 to save 10% on your next order. Check them out at picobrush.com or the link in the description below. And of course, a great big thank you to you for watching. If you like what we do, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Or if you really like what we do, consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon like our man Devin did. You'll get exclusive releases as well as behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. Well, that's it from all of us here at the Play On Studios, folks. On behalf of them, it's me, JT the Voice, saying, till the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grimdark universe, play on!